Light flickered in the dark corners of the room, growing into caricatures of guitars, their strings vibrating soundlessly. The air danced with images made of threads that shimmered in the still, stifling air of the small room. Motes of dust floated through the strands, highlighting tigers that danced through a living sky of blue and orange. Darwin Lloyd wove through the images, his feet shuffling on the warped hardwood and his eyes closed. More dust launched into the air, mixing with the images he couldn't see but could only feel. His hand shifted to the right, and the tiger morphed into a dragon rising from the floor. His left foot faltered, dragging a line through the debris, and the sky dimmed into a rusty red. The dragon lunged into the air, its wingtips sinking into the wood floor, before rising back up and disappearing through the ceiling. Rain pattered on the still intact glass in the windows, the wind rattling them in their loose frames. An occasional flash of lightning lit the small space, showing its state of decay and neglect. When the thunder rolled through, his images matched the sound with a rippling, gaping maw that spewed fire, licking the side of his body. A swarm of brightly colored butterflies fell from where the dragon vanished, each beat of their wings creating eddies in the threads. Their iridescent bodies glittered with intersecting, gossamer strands as they flitted in delicate patterns through the small room. Darwin floated in a warm sea as thoughts of Baila ebbed and flowed with the tides, bringing with them new emotions that created images of sunsets and auroras covering a night sky filled with thousands of stars. To him, the room remained dark, except for the flicker of a candle in the corner. Sweat beaded on his forehead as he danced, even though he barely moved. His limited motion only accentuated the emotions that filled the small room, most of it pouring into the world from him. But not all. Behind the candle sat Teresa, her gaze flicking from image to image. The constant pain from his burns, the loss of Baila, melded with Teresa's ache, her mother and brother victims of the war against Salem, and his sister. Today he danced for an audience of one. When he stopped, streaks of tears were already drying on Teresa's face. The world moved forward. It had been more than 9 months since the QPS at Hoover Dam had been turned on. 9 months that the world had been allowed to heal from the wars and the greed of people. The scars, like the ones that covered the left side of Darwin's body, would always be there. But the wound itself had healed. Until the next person wanted more, wanted it all, and was willing to do anything to get it.